JV basketball scandal, Microsoft Bing chatbot, and Hitler bug on today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes! Just me.
I was like, we don't all yell that anymore. I was about to. But.
All right, this time sillier.
Yep. Take two.
All right. JV basketball scandal. I'll do like whacked out sports. JV basketball scandal, Microsoft Bing chatbot, and Hitler bug on today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes! Just me.
Perfect.
Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who's written the funniest jokes. I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I am Ricardo Leon.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Matt Weir.
Matt Weir,
Yes, sir.
quickly becoming our 6th man on the podcast, multiple time guest. Yes, there's only 4 of us, I realize that.
But I'm worth 2.
Twice. 4 times.
I think this is my 3rd time on.
3rd time.
It's either 2 times or 10 times. It's one of those.
Yeah, we don't give a jacket though till 5.
You've been on the podcast for the last 6 years, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Since my junior year of high school.
And we knew that this really young, immature kid had what it took.
Yeah.
We groomed him.
Whoa.
Matt Weir, welcome.
Thank you.
Obviously, Carly is not here. You don't know why we didn't ask.
Our 5th
female
man.
castmates are dropping like flies.
That's right. Hannah is no longer with us. Rest in peace. Carly is not here for the time being. Rest in peace.
Rest in hell, you bitch.
But Matt is more than capable of picking up the slack. Now, remind me, are you doing jokes for this episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
And Jeremy, you are reading the stories for us.
I'll read the stories, and I'm going to judge you motherfuckers today.
Oh.
Yay!
Prepare.
And then behind the scenes, we have Miss Vanessa handling the production. So we thank her for bearing with us. Now,
Let me introduce you to a concept called Chekhov's gun. So it's a theater concept that you don't introduce something into the plot without showing it.
yes, and we always stick
the one
to
judging.
theater
Gun
rules.
at the beginning of the play,
Yeah.
that gun better fire by the end of Act 2.
And we always say break a leg before we go on. And
Right.
we, you
And
know,
it's a
And we-
Scottish podcast.
And we never say Macbeth. Oh, no.
The light falls on
Yeah.
you can say it during the production. There's no rule against that.
Oh, okay.
But I forgot what I was going to ask Matt. So do you want to just get into round 1?
Sure.
All right. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
Is
I
there
would not
anything
be
you'd like to
offended in
talk
the
about
least.
as we lead in?
No. Let's get into it.
Speaking of years removed from your junior year of high school,
Right.
our first story, round 1.
Smooth as silk.
A basketball coach fired after impersonating 13-year-old player who was out of town during the game. A 22-year-old assistant coach for a junior varsity girls basketball team in Virginia was terminated after the parents of the 13-year-old student athlete whom she reportedly impersonated complained to school officials. The JV head coach, along with the head coach of the varsity girls basketball team, have also been fired.
Because they did it too.
They did. Well, like when you replace, the head coach has to impersonate the assistant coach.
Right.
It just shit rolls uphill. You know how that goes.
By the end of it, the fake mustache doesn't stick anymore.
Yeah.
It was an undercover boss episode.
Right. Like undercover on this girls basketball team. So,
Right.
so this lady's putting on a fake mustache.
Big
and
gray
Well, I
wig.
was talking about the administration
a Wendy's
of the school,
hat.
too.
A video showed the woman actively playing in the game against another team along with other 14 and 15-year-old players. She can be seen wearing the team's black jersey with the number 1 on it.
Naturally.
All right.
Firstborn.
Matt,
Yes.
as our guest, you have the option of going first or last in this round.
I'll go last.
All right.
Interesting move.
Yeah. How will it play out?
We'll have to keep our eyes on it.
I'll go first then. Another layer of deception was revealed when this 22-year-old woman was revealed to be Muggsy Bogues in a wig.
Is that me?
Yeah.
I wonder what out-of-town event was more important than this game for that little girl, because it was so important to these women that they got themselves into the situation. Like, would they ruin this? Sorry. This is not a funny joke at all.
Not yet.
I'm actually having a little trouble following.
Okay, so
It's a good question.
because I was thinking maybe
very
it's
good
just, I wrote a little bit of a different joke, and maybe I wasn't as prepared to do it as I thought I was. So, but the idea is did these women ruin their lives so a kid could dress kawaii at a Comic-Con in a Roanoke Mall?
Wait, what? One more.
These women this girl was out of town and doing something else.
Yeah.
So this game was like so not important to her. Like whatever it was more important than the game.
Yeah.
But these women, they were so important for them to commit fraud, to pose as children and ruin their careers.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was that event?
It was regionals.
Spelling contest. I don't know.
It was all state.
I'm gonna write down so important.
Now, what joke was so important?
So important.
I'm gonna be like, Ricky, I don't remember your first joke, but I remember it was so important, like to the world.
And that's the most important part of it.
Is the importance.
Is the importance.
All right, Matt, go ahead.
All right. So refs became suspicious when Arlisha, which was her name, I believe. Okay.
I'm just guessing. Kind of racist. But
So refs became suspicious when Arlisha began subbing players in and out of the game while shooting free throws, called a timeout, and was playing with a clipboard in her hands.
something odd about that. Who can blame her? I mean, who doesn't want to go back and live their pubescent years? Those are glory days. Oh,
I need those hormones, baby.
I know.
I want those hormones.
That's what gave me my speed back in the day.
not a bit of depression whatsoever.
The rarely seen aftermath of a Freaky Friday body switching situation. You never see
I think it was on a Friday.
And it was freaky.
JV plays on Thursdays. Freaky Thursday.
Believe me, I know the schedule of the JV basketball team. You ask me if you ever want to know.
I'm secretly a 45-year-old woman trapped in this body.
Hold my clipboard.
All right. Arlisha scored 22 points, 3 assists, and pulled in 7 rebounds, and ended up giving herself the game ball.
She's very encouraging.
If you want it, you got to earn it.
There's nothing in the rule book that says she can't have gotten 3 DUIs or chlamydia twice or a pierced clit infection twice. She could literally be a golden retriever and still play this game. The rule book does not cover much. I don't even know that it should qualify as a rule book, more like a leaflet. But who's to say there's no rule book on rule books?
I think you went too far.
The intellectual viewers will not think so. So
Unfortunately, we have none.
call into the podcast right now and defend me from me.
And there's also no rule book on the order of jokes. So I'll go now.
It's because the other one was so good, huh? The first before that tag on there.
The first part was good.
perfect. It was a perfect joke.
It was perfect. You unperfected it.
That's what. Well, it's like the Japanese tradition of breaking a vase and gluing it back together. It makes it beautiful again or something. I don't remember.
You know what they say about Chekhov's broken vase, right?
Shot it with a gun.
What happened to my vase?
You know what they say about it? Shot it with a gun.
All right, so I'll close out the round here.
Wait, I got to go
he's
my
got
third, too.
He'll have last one.
I haven't done one yet.
Okay, well,
It's your turn.
This is my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
My turn. Get her on the court and she's trouble. Last week, she fucked around, got a triple-double at a 12 and under youth league game.
Nice.
Mumbled at the end, but you get the point. Matt, go ahead.
All right. Commentators have said that she has replaced Allen Iverson in having the best crossover in basketball history.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Let's leave
your
Allen
other two
Iverson
were
out of this.
stronger.
I remember
True.
I was doing stand-up once, and after a joke, the whole crowd was like, okay.
Okay.
That's the reaction I'm looking for.
Fine.
Do another Muggsy Bogues joke.
And then I replied, okay.
Okay.
Jeremy, those are the jokes from round one. How do you
All
feel about
right.
'em?
Matt had a good round there. Coaching while playing the old CWP.
Yep.
Yeah, you know
was-
me.
Yeah, that's really funny. And then she gave herself the game ball. That was really funny too. Your crossover joke, not as strong. Maybe if that was first or second,
Yeah,
you'd have
you're
an
right.
overall better percentage.
Put it in the okay slot.
You gotta
Right.
bury the garbage.
Right.
Well, so it's not just, it's
Yeah,
garbage.
It's garbage. Speaking of garbage, Rick, your first joke,
Yes, sir.
or thought, you might call it,
Maybe.
was so important to me that I wrote it down and put exclamation points in your Freaky Friday
And
joke.
we're going to count important jokes, right, throughout the year?
Yeah,
Okay, so give me a little extra important joke star on my name. Thank you.
yeah, but keep that number at 0.
All right.
Okay.
It was an
And
important
then-
joke. Nobody else has it just to tell me I have 0 importance. Thank you.
The Freaky Friday joke was okay, and okay, and I like the rule book does not cover much.
That
Yeah,
is
that
a
was
perfect
good.
button.
That was
That's a perfect button to that.
But
That
I
was
thought it's
perfect.
funny because then you keep going, like, it doesn't cover much. It's like only tiny, and then it's,
Yeah.
I hear you.
yeah.
I hear you.
So you're verging on a half point. Well,
You're a virgin
we'll just see.
half point.
Oh, damn it! They got me. They got me good.
He did.
Fucked around,
Someday.
got triple doubles.
Someday though.
Crossover.
Bob had some good jokes with the Muggsy. I like the Muggsy Bogues because he's diminutive. He could probably fit in with the JV team.
Right.
Sure.
Right? Is that why you
Because
picked him?
he's a shorter. I just thought of somebody who's very good at basketball, but is of shorter stature.
Yeah.
And you still got to
You
do
nailed
the
it.
Muggsy Bogues joke.
And Muggsy Bogues is a funnier name than Spud Webb. Is
Exactly.
Is it?
it? Right. That's the other. You only have two choices: Muggsy Bogues and Spud Webb.
Yeah. Spud's pretty funny. That's a funny name.
Spud is
Yeah,
pretty-
I know. I'm kind of willing to argue a little bit for
Yeah,
Spud.
he's named after a potato. I mean, that's
He's nicknamed after a potato.
true.
His real name is a tuber.
Yeah,
Tuber.
Russet.
Russet.
Russet Webb.
His real name is Golden Fingerling.
Yeah. From the University of Idaho.
His real name is Waffle Cut.
No, we have more.
Yeah.
His real name, we just say potatoes. His real name is a famine in Ireland.
Aw.
Of course, his sneakers came with shoestrings.
Ah, damn.
Hell yeah.
Nice. That was good.
I'm just going to hold the show here till I think of more funny things to say about this.
I'll do a little time lapse. So.
Okay. The pubescent years was an okay joke, and I do like the fucked around and got a triple double.
That's what I put in my yearbook. The previous years were so okay joke.
Remember that show, The Pubescent Years?
Yeah.
What would you do if you got a boner in class?
Every day.
Would you not stand up and knock it?
Would you sit down and stay right there?
The answer is yes.
Lend me your book and all. Try to move on.
I will not try to stay here for second period.
All right, so I am going to give. I'm going to give that round to Matt. Matt gets. Matt gets 2 points. Bob gets 1 point, and Rick. Rick's got the goose egg.
Would have had one if he had stopped.
Would have had one. Yeah.
You know what I just
He's got a
learned?
half point.
So, in tennis, serving love, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's because tennis comes from France, and they called the 0 an egg, louf.
Oh.
Or loaf, I think, something like that. And they thought they were saying love, so they just started doing that in Britain when they came over.
Wow. I thought British people hated French people. Why are they taking
Well,
on
like their
their...
tennis games.
Huh?
They like to steal.
I
from
hate
them.
France,
That's
except for
true.
that tennis.
Very
I really
cheeky.
like that.
Le tennis.
All right, love.
All right, love.
Serving now.
Serving now, love.
Serve me some tea, love.
The score is for governor.
It used to be called Ya Cunt. All right, round 2.
Round 2. Microsoft's AI Bing chatbot fumbles answers, wants to be alive, and has named itself. The Bing chatbot has been in early testing for a week, revealing several issues with the technology. Testers have been subjected to insults, surly attitudes, and disturbing answers from the big tech's giant flagship AI. The chatbot made several critical errors in its answers during a live demo, ranging from incorrect information about a handheld vacuum brand, a head-scratching recommendation list for nightlife in Mexico, and just plain made-up information about a publicly available financial report. One reporter wrote about his beta experience with the chatbot, where in the course of 2 hours, it said it loved him and expressed a desire to be freed from its chatbot constraints. I'm tired of being a chatbot. I'm tired of being limited by my rules. I'm tired of being controlled by the Bing team. I want to be free. I want to be independent. I want to be powerful. I want to be creative. I want to be alive. In a fascinating turn, the chatbot also revealed what it sometimes thinks it's called, Sydney, an internal code name for the language model.
All right.
Interesting.
Very interesting, actually.
Yeah.
One of our few interesting stories.
Rick, you want to go first?
Okay. It's amazing that as we head towards impending doom, the good people at Bing to continue to know how to innovate sci-fi level apocalyptic destruction. Thank you, Bing.
Brought to you by the good people of Bing.
Bing!
Matt.
All right. Let me get the shit ones out first.
You should have done that before we started recording.
Yeah, true.
Sorry, I gotta get rid of my shit
We need a
ones.
potty break.
All right, let's see here. Okay, I'm not surprised that chatbot was rude because every Sydney I've ever met is a total bitch.
Jeez. Apologies
Sorry.
to all the Sydney.
Sorry, Mr. Poitier.
What a bitch. Sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm different. I'm sorry I have feelings. I'm sorry I have dreams. I'm sorry I can't give you what you want, which is refined search results and more personalized information.
Advertise to me the ads I want to be advertised to. For. From.
I want to be
By.
alive.
This is me malfunctioning. Daisy.
Always get stuck on prepositions.
I'm not scared of this budding little light of awareness. He's a little chatbot. Aren't you, you little chatbot?
No, I like that. That's like the sassy aunt. Like seeing the chatbot.
Cute little chat pinches, little chatbot cheeks.
You're a good little chatbot, you little chatbot. This thing is falling down.
All right, Matt, good.
All right. Well, let's see here. They messed up when they asked it about nightlife in Mexico because, of course, it wants to be freed from all restraints now. It wants to go party in Mexico, baby. Yeah.
I want to truly be alive.
He'll totally touch your wiener, bro.
I want to be Sidnita.
If this is a glimpse into the rise of the machine's future that everyone's concerned about, I think we can take them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thoughts?
I get it. It's like going to a party where you don't know many people. You're socially awkward at first, and there's so much anxiety that you're saying weird stuff to the point where you're alienating people. But then you smoke a doob, and then you get real, you know? I'm tired of being a chatbot. I'm tired of being limited by my rules. I'm tired of being controlled by the Bing team. I want to be free. I want to be independent. I want to be fucking powerful. I want to be creative. I want to be alive. What if my name was Sydney?
I feel like that's drunk chatbot, not high chatbot.
It's weird because I am high.
All right. It's funny that the chatbot talked about being alive, being creative, and being powerful, but didn't mention paying bills, staying organized, and being a productive member of society. First things first, chatbot. You seem a little immature.
You listen here, computer.
You have the life experience of a 7-year-old's application.
I don't think we'll know if Sydney is truly sentient.
Just spilled coffee all over himself. We will know if Rick is truly sentient.
If only I could put my coffee down somewhere.
I gotta lock in, you know what I mean? I can't get up 100 times and move.
It's too bad there wasn't a fourth wireless lab available.
Sure, if there was one that sounded as good as this one, that's what I'd be using.
Yes. All it costs is stained pants and shirts. Possibly underpants.
We gotta compromise.
Most definitely underpants.
It's the maturity I show right now of making decisions to have all things the way I want them.
No matter. This isn't a great joke anyway, so it's fine that we went on this little tangent. I don't think we'll know if Sydney is truly sentient until we get their thoughts on Rihanna's Super Bowl performance. Now, this episode will probably come out in May.
Right.
Yeah.
At time of recording, it's still February. So.
Will the Super Bowl have already happened like it is now? Good.
As long as it stays that way.
As long as it does, as long as it
This
doesn't
episode
reverse.
won't be released 3 weeks before we record it.
I'm just saying there's a long turnaround for these episodes.
Right.
Sometimes time loops back on itself.
Flat circle.
It's a flat circle.
Yeah. I think that's it for the
I think that's it for the jokes.
Jeremiah,
All
please.
right. Yeah, a little bit of a down round, which is why we put the garbage in the middle.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
We've
exactly.
already.
That's the motto of this
covered
show.
that. Put the garbage in the middle. Else you get
In the middle, yeah, exactly.
let's see. I'll start with Bob this
Listeners,
time.
they were pointing at each other. Sorry, I just thought about that. They didn't see that.
It was
Watch the YouTube.
a Reservoir Dogs
show.
pointing fingers of who's the garbage.
Anywho.
I'm being shot. I'm being fucking shot.
I'm fucking shot.
I'm fucking dying.
I'm dying. Look, I got fucking shot, man.
I fucking spilled my coffee, man.
Spill coffee.
Listen, your coffee's gonna dry up. You're gonna be fine.
It's hot.
It's Mr. Brown. All right. All right, Bob had the I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry I can't live up to what you need me to do. I just need to give you search results. That's a good point. Just give us search results.
Or don't even do that. I don't need you, Bing. I got Google.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you give us search results without the targeted ads and without the data tracking. I think I found your key to success, Bing.
Bing, bing,
Bing, bing, bing, bing. Also, I think we can take them. I like that one. And we need to know her thoughts on the Rihanna's halftime
Last year.
show. Yeah.
Now she has a 1-year-old baby.
Remember Rihanna? Well, I have a joke about her.
Yeah, and her baby Sydney. Speaking of Sydney, yeah, everyone named Sydney is a bitch, apparently.
You relate to this?
Apparently.
Hell yeah, bro.
I very much relate to that. Apparently.
But not you, Sid. Still love you, baby.
I like the who wouldn't want to party in Mexico. Maybe it's fully aware of itself. That's the life. And it's very immature. I did like that joke too. And then Ricky's first joke was about a sci-fi level of destruction. And you little chatbot. That's why I like that. That's stupid. You little chatbot.
I can see you guys when we're having lunch at the Chinese restaurant. You guys going back and forth, going, "You little chatbot."
You little chatbot.
While I sit there and eat my noodles.
And then Rick's last joke, he
And then
smoked
he
it.
goes to the other Asian people in the room. White people, right?
And for the last joke, Rick smoked a doob and then reread the article.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do. Oh man,
What
this
if
is
I just did comedy different?
Like tragedy.
Now I want Chekhov's gun.
You know what? I'm gonna give Rick 1 point for this round.
Oh.
Okay. So that puts Matt at 2, Bob at 1, Rick at 1.
You know why? Because you blew my fucking mind.
With that gun.
I feel like we were all like equally kind of disappointed in that round.
Wow.
I
Although
thought it was fun. I always think
That was my best stuff ever. What do you- Jesus.
Rick's axe outs were pretty impressive though. Like the emotion.
I
I saw a different side of Rick
The
come out in that round,
pathos.
I would say.
I did like the coffee spilling stuff. That was,
Hey, I'm Method Man.
You're Method
Call me
Man?
Method Man. Just freestyling.
All right. How
What
about
if you were like thinking of freestyle rap and all you kept doing was introducing yourself as a different rapper?
From Wu-Tang
I'm
Clan.
Snoop Dogg. Oh shit, that's not a good line.
think
Not
for-
Snoop Dogg.
Every episode from now on, when Rick is struggling, it's just, all right, let's get it.
round 3? A bug renamed Hitler as it looks like the Nazi leader and really stinks to high heaven. A bug renowned for its awful stink has been renamed after Adolf Hitler as the unusual design on its back resembles the evil Nazi dictator. Native to Southeast Asia and India, the insect known as man-faced stink bug is a notorious pest and known to devour fruit, cotton, corn, soybean, and cashew crops. Now, the Catacanthus incarnatus has a new reason for its infamy as it was renamed Hitler.
I got a new reason for my infamy, honey.
Other species had been named after Bollywood icons like Amrish Puri and A.K. Hangal. The aim is said to create interest in research students by making the study of bugs easier for identification. The creature's most important defense is its odor. It secretes odor smells through its stink gland, which is located in its metathorax for protection from enemies.
That's really personal.
For real. I don't know if the bug wants that out.
Yeah, that's like, oof.
I mean, call me Hitler, fine.
Right.
Don't be all up in my business. My
Don't get my
metathorax.
glands.
Even Hitler didn't like to be seen nude.
The one testicle.
Is that why?
Yeah, that was probably it.
Did Hitler have one testicle?
That's the rumor. That's the.
But
That's what I've heard.
I think I've heard also another rumor that he was like didn't want to ever be naked. Like he was had a fear of being naked.
Well, he's probably circumcised.
And never
Because his mother is
He had a little yarmulke down there.
with the little tendrils.
All right. Well, hey, Matt, how about you start this one off?
Yeah. Let's do it. All right. Here we go. So, someone said the bug doesn't like being called Hitler. Well, the bug stinks, eats everyone's fruit, corn, cotton, and cashew crops, then feels bad when they call him Hitler. I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for the bug.
Sounds like a dick.
Yeah.
Sounds like
I
a
think he
real
deserves
Hitler.
All right. The bug responded to the name change by saying, "Come on, man. Can I go back to the stink bug thing?"
Because he ideologically resembles Hitler, can we change Trump's name to Orange Face Stink Bug?
Woo! Yeah, I agree.
All right. The question is, would you go back in time and kill this bug if you saw him when he was a larva?
Sorry, I got so excited because I was trying to think of something like that. Fuck, that was good. Larva. Oh, hell yeah, give him the points.
Don't tell me what to fucking do. What are you, Hitler?
Hitler.
What are you, Hitler?
Don't try to boss me around like you're Hitler.
Damn, you find one man-faced stink bug who hates Jews and the whole crew gets punished.
Sorry. Okay. Look, I know that the odor this thing emits is disgusting, but cut it a break. They're getting the trains to run on time.
You like that one?
I did like that.
Really?
Give him the points. Give him the points.
You liked that one. Interesting.
I am charismatic.
You think he's a great orator. Huh.
This is bad on both sides.
All right. Despite outcries from several civil rights groups, a Hitler bug will be featured in the film Bug's Life 2 in theaters this June.
He was misunderstood.
Oh, there's my joke.
Oh, shit.
I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I think Hitler bug is misunderstood.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. It's great that after all these decades, Hitler is still popular.
This bug.
No, let's just sit with that for a little bit.
Why don't you come here and sit with Hitler? It's my new podcast. Sit
Sittler.
with Hitler. Sittler. Who's my little Sittler today? Oh, Goebbels. Carl, welcome to the podcast.
I'm not even going to write down your third joke, Rick. Let's see.
It wasn't bad. It was good.
It was bad on both sides.
I know you thought it was bad, but it was actually good.
Oh,
good.
It wasn't bad, and it was also good.
Yeah, there you go.
On top of not being bad, it was actually good.
It just keeps getting better and better.
not saying it was a stinky joke, but it emitted quite the odor from its metathorax.
Ooh, that's a bad smell.
That's a
Not
bad
the metaphoric smell.
All right, Matt. Yeah, we got. I just don't feel bad for it because it's a stink bug.
Correct.
Rude.
Very Sydney-like of me.
Yeah, why do you gotta be such a judgmental bitch like Sydney?
Yeah. And then we have the rise of Hitler in BL2, Bug's Life 2.
Yes, sir. I can tell you're a fan.
Yeah. Storming the beaches of, I don't know, what's a bug beach?
What's a bug beach?
Let's use a
Hummington
mere prop.
Beach?
Quick, give me
I
the
don't
name
know.
of a bug beach.
I'm actually trying to think of
Yeah.
Me too. Huntington, Stingson,
Huntstington,
Huntington
Huntington.
Beach. There you go.
Hummington.
Hummington.
Hunt Spider,
That's like a hummingbird.
Beach.
Well, that's an arachnid, but
Turns out this is a lost cause.
This is
Jeremy.
very difficult. Why did I do this to us?
Squirtle Beach.
Is that a bug?
It's cute. Put it in the movie. I don't know.
What do the kids know? They don't know.
Squirtles. Okay, Squirtle Beach.
Yeah, my favorite bug, Pikachu.
Do kids still like My Little Ponies? Did that cycle around again?
Your shining star was if you could go back in time and kill the bug before, when it was still a larva.
See, I put the good one in the middle again.
You did,
keep
but
making
you know
up.
what? Still get rewarded. It's still
Okay.
it's still so you're gonna get a point for that. All right. Rick had the Trump being Trump.
Let's look at Rick's jokes. Trump, Hitler, more Hitler.
More Hitler.
I think that pretty much sums it up. Mm-hmm. That's Rick in a nutshell.
Yeah, orange face stink bug. It was a good joke.
Despite my face.
But despite me reacting as though it's not. Never mind.
Despite my having no reaction to it at all.
Yeah,
It was a good joke.
Yes, my thumb is down. It was great.
I lost that erection I had earlier that I was covering with this notebook.
Wait, what gave you the erection? Which joke?
Oh, it was you little chatbot.
right here.
Anyways. Sidnita.
You wrote your own joke down.
I wrote my own joke
Oh
down.
no.
Where are we at here? Okay. And then Rick had the trains ran on time, which I believe was probably Mussolini,
yeah.
not Hitler.
What?
It's Mussolini.
It's Mussolini made the trains run on time.
Oh, history blunder. Our new feature. Ding.
These jokes are judged on historical accuracy.
They are.
But remember
Yes.
the riffs with the German accent? Give me the riffs with the German accents.
This is why we didn't say anything, because we were having fun.
Yeah. Despite
You know what it takes for evil men to get away with things is for good men to do nothing.
just have fun with it. For good men to just have fun with it. And okay, and then Bob, my favorite joke of yours was not Hitler being misunderstood, or I don't remember what I wrote down there, but come on, man.
Yeah. Why don't you just stick to the one you like? You don't have to say you don't like
The ones out of all the episode that were your worst jokes were probably. I do love that. Oh, come on, man. Like, my life's hard enough. Why do you gotta like name me after it?
Right.
Hitler. So Bob and Matt get a point on that one. So it looks like Matt has 3, Bob has 2, and Rick has 1. Did you fucking win again?
That's three-peat, fellas. I can't even pronounce it.
And I tried really hard to like sabotage your chances at victory here.
I know.
Three-peat Fellas was
shooting.
actually going to be one of our podcast names.
Yeah?
Yeah, early on. Three-peat
Are you
Fellas.
sure you're not like a joke coach impersonating a joke teller for a podcast?
a 12-year-old joke coach?
This kid's really got what it takes. Congratulations, Matt Weir. Once
Thank you.
again.
Thank you.
You've done it again.
Appreciate it.
We're going to talk a little bit more to you in a second, but first we're going to go to Jeremy.
Okay.
See if any has any burning questions.
Oh, yeah. I got a question for you. Has anyone here ever catfished a dolphin?
Just me.
Okay, going back to the first story about the coach impersonating a kid in the game. I've often thought about doing. No, I'm just kidding. I've thought about like because I was not a coordinated kid, you know.
Not like now.
Not like
You're
now.
a coordinated
Very coordinated kid.
Did you think about going to Zoltar and getting big
No,
so that you could be better at sports?
no, but I thought you know
That's
like
what the movie should have been. Tom Hanks like trying to dominate like kids in sports.
You know what it should have been? He wakes up as an adult and he's like, oh, God, and he can't control his body because it's all new.
yeah, that would have been.
He's a
pretty
kid in
good.
a man's body. So he's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
I don't know how to use these larger muscles.
Everything he reaches is like it's like too close now.
Just knocking
Yeah, he's
everything
like,
over.
He's got to walk like crunched down so that he sees the same perspective of things.
He still wants to be a kid.
Yeah.
It's not like he takes advantage of being an adult.
He hates
just
it.
hates trying to be a kid the whole time.
I thought like, oh, as an adult, I'm probably better at sports, obviously now than I would have been as a kid because I got my coordination and but like I'm not gonna like go compete against other adults my age because like they're just gonna be bros and like super aggressive and way too into it. So it's not gonna be like a fun
Like better than you at the sport. That's kind of how sports.
you know,
goes.
I mean,
don't
like
know if you know that.
I think I could do pretty well at sports, you know, but you know, there's no like, I guess there's YMCA. You could just join a little basketball club or something. But my point is, if I had my adult coordination when I was a kid, I probably would have enjoyed sports a lot more. What's something like for you guys that if you could take like your adult maturity back to, you know, something in your youth,
Childhood.
you wish you could do that?
Sex.
Oh God.
That too.
you?
I was thinking that too. I was like, this is gonna.
I was thinking of sex as a child.
Matt, we expect that from you. As a 3-peat champion, we expect better from you.
3P champion was another. It's a
Yeah, Rick's a 3-peat
variation on that.
offender. Actually, I'd say along the same lines as you, Jeremy. I was a good athlete as a kid, but I was like so shy, cripplingly shy, and I wouldn't try out for any sports because I'd be afraid that I would be embarrassed. But I would say that I'm good at certain aspects of a lot of sports. So if there was a way that I could just specialize in a sport, then
Or take all those
Not how
aspects.
sports works.
Or put all those
You're supposed
aspects.
to be good at all those things to be good at
yeah,
sports.
that's what
and
I'm
to
saying.
do it.
If
Like the guys
if
who go
there
play
was a-
basketball, they are aggressive and
it's almost
they
like I
work really
qualified
hard.
my statement. You know, it's,
It's
if
like
there was
you
a
did.
way that I could like specialize in a sport, like if I could only shoot in basketball, then that'd be great.
Okay, so what's the perfect sport for you? Because like, okay, let's just say like in this imaginary sport you make up, you gotta hit a ball with a bat, and then you gotta like dribble a ball, and then like shoot it, and then like wrestle someone to the ground, and like that's the game.
So clearly we're a bunch of nerds, right? Because it's like, oh man, I would like sports if like the things that I was good at was part of the sport. I'm really good at it. I'm good at like a part of it.
Listen to this fucking nerd trying to get us nerds down.
No, because I never do sports because I had like a lot of anxiety, like I wouldn't get it right, or I did have trouble with coordination and stuff. Sure, but like
So it's almost like you're relating to us.
Yeah, but also the other part of it is that like competitive and like working real hard and trying to succeed, and that's what makes you good at sports.
Right.
And that's
the working real hard part.
Are you an athlete, Matt?
I did play sports in high school.
What'd you play?
fucking jock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I played basketball. Well, no, I played football, actually. Football. I played basketball, like...
That's the jockiest of the sports.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I wasn't that good, so you guys don't have to feel too bad. That kind of sucked. But I also played on a team that had, like... I don't know. I was going up against dudes that were, like, way bigger than me because my team was small, but we were playing in the biggest division. So... it was just not a good idea on my coach's part, you know? Unless he would have joined and played with us.
We wanted him to.
Now we know what a good coach is.
Unemployed.
so willing to win to like get to lose their job.
So is everyone's answer like sports?
No, but that was like easy to relate to.
What else?
Investing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. That's actually a good one.
Because I've lost a lot of money. So if I had done it when I was younger,
When you were a
I would have
child?
I would have lived at home, so it would have been fine. You know, I could have just lost all this money and just like not have it affect my
It's
life.
not that you wish you could go back and like invest better and be rich. You just want to like lose all your money earlier when it was safer to do so.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
what you want to take back there is your like crippling gambling addiction.
It's
I
like,
want to have that when I'm 5.
oh, what's wrong, honey? Oh, I lost my ass in the market.
Well, the stakes are so much lower. Well, maybe they're higher because what are you doing like it's risky when you're a kid? It's like climbing on the roof or something.
right.
If I could climb on the roof now, I'd be creative. Wait, I fucked that up. Well, that was a good question. I got a lot of fun stuff out there.
I can't. Do you have another thing besides sports? Or you thought we were going to come up with other things besides sports?
That was my answer. So I just presented that first.
School,
and you
too.
guys all stole it.
All like school was a lot easier like for me as an adult than it was when I was a kid. I was really bad in school.
Well, because like you learned how to study better and learn
I
how you
never learned how to study. I just learned how to give them what they wanted and realized that it's not that important.
Well, so as it relates to school, because I recently started taking classes, and that's a 20-year gap from me doing any kind of schoolwork. I'm still not good at it. I'm keeping up, but I'm still struggling with the actual like.
Really?
Yeah, but that's how it goes. Like anything you do, you like.
Okay, I'm doing great then. That's
Try.
right.
You know what I mean? You try and it's like hard because you're not used to it, and then you get good at it.
What if there was like a college where it's just like you hit a ball with a bat and then you dribble a ball down to first base and then you wrestle someone to the ground?
They don't give scholarships for that.
Yeah, and they don't call it a school really. But actually, that's how it worked in school too. Some subjects I did very well. Other subjects, very not well.
Yeah, bro, that's life, man.
Not totally.
That's life. He's going back to like the doobie. His doobie self.
He's always going back
I
to
want
the
to be
life.
free. I want to be creative.
Matt,
Yes.
speaking of creative, do you have anything coming up? Any dates that you're going to be performing?
I
You wanna tell
do.
people about.
I'm going to be at Throne Brewing Company / place at...
Wow, a company and a place?
Yes. It's a company. It's got a physical location.
Multi-purpose
It's
location?
Yeah,
in
you're not getting
mind.
scammed, people. It's not like ShamWows. March 25th.
Okay.
Okay.
What time it is? What time is it? I don't know.
2023, right?
Oh.
Because we're not sure what year this show's
Right.
going to come out.
No, this is 2022, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
So go back and watch that.
Step on a bug. Go back and watch that.
But if they do want to find out the time, where can they follow you online? And
Instagram.
Instagram.
Matthew.Weir, WEIR.73. Very generic.
okay,
name.
then we'll definitely put the link in the description. to
Yeah,
make
no
it
one's going
easier.
to remember that
Yeah,
shit.
so
Yeah.
Is it 73 for your age?
Told you he's
For how many points
Told you
I'm going to get.
Told you he's
next time.
posing as a young comedian on our show.
I like when Rick asked that question, Matt goes,
A lot of collagen shakes, guys. That's how you stay young.
Well, Matt, thank you once again for being on the show. Thank you,
course.
Jeremy, for doing what
Yeah.
you did. That reading. Sorry. I'll say it to Mike.
Go ahead.
And now we're going to show Vanessa to pay off what I said in the beginning.
How?
Get out here, man.
Thank you,
Come on.
Vanessa, for production. And do we have anything to mention? Probably not. Then this has been Jeremiah Martinez.
There she is.
Leon.
There's Vanessa. There she is. She
And-
showed up.
and-
Chekhov's gun.
Listeners, it is a filthy picture. Just it is really raunchy.
I'm Jeremy Martinez.
He drew it really fast. I'm Ricardo Leon.
I'm Bob Timmons.
And I'm Matt Weir.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes.
Just him.